stream. As always, we've got speedrunner0218 with us.
No.
No.
And special guest, Ike the Killer.
Yeah, I'm still special. How's everybody?
Oh, I didn't realize that cut so deep last time. Okay. Well, anyways, today we have Baxcalibur, a Pokemon I only know in card form, but I'm sure today will prove to be a very memorable run.
This thing looks very good, actually, for Gen 1.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's the newest Gen 9 pseudo legendary. It's got 600 base stats. It's a 2-stage evolution. It's the Gen 9 Dragonite.
Yeah.
And,
Bust.
how good will it be? Well, it gets Dragon Rage at the start
Oops.
and at level 54. So early game Dragon Rage and Aurora Beam, and Waterfall's our egg move. I'm not sure what the replacement of that is.
Aqua Tail.
Aqua Tail, probably, yeah.
That actually makes sense because Waterfall is a physical move in the game, so that makes. Like, what is that on your overlay?
On the overlay, the character.
Is a character named Baxcalibur?
It's a character that is supposed to represent Baxcalibur, yeah. Because the Pokemon I have been suggesting are based on the main characters of that game. Called Metaphor. Totally recommend anyone who likes RPGs. It's the game I streamed the last before these Backports. So I kind of wanted to make an homage, and all the characters I'm picking are reference to that game. Like this.
Okay, I got my drink.
This guy is supposed to be.
Regardless, this Pokemon, it looks to be pretty solid. It's got stats, of course, as mentioned. It's like almost a legendary. It's got 600 in overall stats, but of course, because it's Gen 1, it goes on its special defense as its entire special stat, so it's actually a little bit stronger than you would expect.
It
starts
a
kind
little
of fast.
bit.
Oh,
It starts with very solid moves. Its speed, despite being a slow level up group and looking like it would be quite slow, is not very slow.
No, that's low.
So that's pretty nice. It gets Dragon Rage at the start, and the kicker of all kickers, because apparently it needed it, Swords Dance with 145 physical attack.
Yes.
Yeah, 86 special. Wouldn't 145 make it the highest attack stat in Gen 1?
Yes.
It was in Gen 1.
Yes, because
What's the
Dragonite is
actual high?
Dragonite.
125.
With Dragonite win 134. It's the highest attack stat in Gen 1.
Oh, Dragonite's 134. Okay,
Yeah.
I know Flareon is 125, and I knew it was real close.
Flareon is 130, just like Machamp.
Okay.
It's
What's
Dragonite,
interesting though,
King Barney.
we have 86 special, 92 defense, 111 HP. This thing is
Yeah.
bulky.
It's bulky, yeah.
Usually when you see someone with that much HP, it's gonna be like 60 defense.
No, this thing is good. And the ability that we cannot backport makes it immune to burns. So, in fact, if it gets hit by a fire attack, his attack is raised.
Oh no!
That's its ability? Like,
What
Yeah.
what a great ability
That's
we
an
couldn't
ability.
implement.
Wait. So it's a worse version of Guts.
No, because like you cannot get burned, but you get a attack boost if any fire attack hits you. It's not the
So
same
you
as
can
Gut.
get hit by a fire move, period, not just
Yeah.
get burned.
You cannot get burned.
Okay.
You cannot get burned, and if you get hit by a fire attack, you get an attack boost. So it's
I
both
feel
things.
like that'd be easy. I feel like if you were playing in online battles, it'd be easy for people to know that and just never use one.
Yeah, they won't use Will-O-Wisp stuff. But the thing is, you're immune to Will-O-Wisp, for example. That's a big thing for a physical attacker in singles.
Great, even more broken.
Yes.
Shadow Stitch
It's
Well,
a
I
good
get-
one.
gets. Oh, I'm not gonna. Well, I should pull.
I mostly know this card because it gives you infinite water energies.
Why does it give you? water?
I was telling people about this the other day. It kind of the Baxcalibur card in the new Scarlet Violet sets. I think it's from Paldea Evolved specifically. It reminds me of base set Blastoise in a way, where
Yeah.
like as often as you like, you can put a water energy from your hand to other water types.
The rain dance thingy.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to that. Oh, well, let me know when you two are ready.
I am ready.
I don't know why there's.
I am ready too. I'm ready.
Oh, hold on. Refresh that. There we go. Hey, Steve, make sure you pick out your frame.
That's not in this game.
Oh, that's something I need to find out for my ROM hack. I want to see if I can change the look of the frame.
The frames.
Maybe it's like a PNG or could edit. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Name yourself Speed.
I will not do that.
But it gives you good luck.
It gives
Right,
me
Steve?
it gives me extra frames that I would rather not have, I guess. Same with the name now.
Well, wrong one. I almost picked up Charming.
I constantly pick up the wrong one.
Wrong.
That's something I very often do.
That's not a nice thing to
Oh.
say to your Pokemon.
You know what?
Not my Pokemon yet.
You're not the one. I actually
I
don't,
don't
like you.
choose you.
I don't actually choose you.
Oh yeah, so people watching my stream, you may notice the gameplay looks different. I started experimenting with something that Scott and Steve are doing with Super Shucky. You can customize the color palette to be whatever you want. So I used a color picker to take some colors off of Baxcalibur's official artwork. And what do you guys think? I might try and customize it for every blue backport.
No.
Yeah, yours definitely looks a lot better than mine. I need to experiment a little bit more.
I have committed a sin. I didn't use the Viridian Mart.
What?
This is not me. I blame Scott lately on his streams.
But he's been doing a lot of red version lately, so
Yeah.
he'd be not doing it.
Yeah, but he does this and I not do this. I'm supposed to pick up that shop. It's my shop.
Okay, I will admit, even though we have Dragon Rage, I still encountered a Metapod and I defeated it. I just couldn't
I
help
did
it.
too, twice.
You're a coward. It'd be a shame.
I'm actually gonna fight the Light Years trainer, actually.
I blame Dragon Rage being in slot 3 on why I'm not using it.
Sounds like a you problem or something. I actually use.
I fought the.
I actually
I don't
use
know if it was a
Waterfall.
good idea, but I did fight the Light Years first because my decision behind that was maybe like I don't want. I'm gonna and
You were
I'm gonna
out.
have to use some Aurora Beams. Like I can't use all my Dragon Rages on the next route.
You were
That's
just
what you
afraid.
think.
You were just afraid. Admit it.
Maybe
You were just afraid it wouldn't be enough.
I might cut him out though. I thought each of his Pokemon would be
Damn it.
or one shots, but they were 2.
They had more than 40. Oh, right.
No, he didn't. He said he didn't use Dragon Rage.
I should have used Dragon Rage on them. I was
Yeah.
kind of dumb for not doing that.
But he didn't do it. Not the Jigglypuff. I don't want this.
Oh, man. Me and the Jigglypuff, we're not getting along right now. I just constantly see it.
I hate them.
I should probably put Dragon Rage in the first slot.
It doesn't help that we've made it the signature Pokemon of that route on the worldwide ROM.
Oh, I hate you guys. Seriously. But I mean, I guess it's fitting. If people want one, they should get it there.
Well, the problem was Steve was constantly pointing it out. There's way too many Rattatas everywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean, that's something even Game Freak has realized in some games. Like they removed Zigzagoon from Emerald in comparison to Ruby and Sapphire. Oh my god,
and
the
I hate them.
encounter.
I hate them for that. Now they made Poochyena too common.
Now they made Poochyena.
You know how annoying it is catching HM users in My Emerald runs?
God damn
Actually,
it.
what I started doing, Axew found this out. Route 103, which is north of Oldale Town, that route has a 20% chance for Wingull and a 15% chance for Zigzagoon, which is higher than the other routes. So what I now do is I catch them there, and if I have bad luck, I just start the run over.
Oh, makes sense.
And then if I do catch them, I will immediately deposit them so I can skip the double battle.
Hmm.
And then I can just get the Meryl after the 5th gym, because the water in Petalburg is guaranteed to spawn them. You know what's funny? That water has like the lowest encounter rate I've ever seen. Like it's worse than the Gen 1 ocean. Like I would be moving us around so much I thought I had a
Even
repel up,
less.
but I never did. Guys, you're gonna be mad at me, but I just encountered 4 or 5 Paras so far.
Yeah, I hate you. You're right.
I'm like 6 encounters deep right now, trying to get Sandshrew.
Yeah, you're mad at me, aren't you?
You're mad.
Yeah.
Dude, I did
Just a
not
wee
want
bit.
that many Parases. Man, this is a pretty smaller palette. Also, it's a pretty goofy back sprite. I like it.
Looks kinda Gen 1-ish. Okay, somebody asked, if you're wondering whose Stroll is the character that I displayed there alongside the Pokemon, it's this noble with the sword. That's why it's representing Baxcalibur. Because it basically has the Excalibur on the back.
I've been to the Excalibur casino.
Excalibur. How was it?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is.
Very middle-aged themed.
Middle-aged.
Or even is that?
I've also been to the Excalibur pool from the casino. Very mundane, very, very large.
Yeah, like I was gonna ask how was your trip last week? Hopefully it was fine.
I mean, it was cold.
It was cold.
Very cold.
You should have said hi
You know
to
what's
Scott.
funny? If I ever went to Niagara Falls, which is like thousands of miles away from me, I'd be like all excited, think like, "Oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever seen." And then Steve's like, been there 4 times.
Meh.
Nothing.
You're way under exaggerating. I've been there nearly 25 times. I've gone there pretty much once a year my entire life. It's only a 4-hour drive.
How come you told me during those Discord messages you were in the car for 7 hours?
It's boring. at this
Yeah, I
point
was
for you.
apparently wrong. It's not 7 hours. It's like 4.5. The reason why my memory is 7 hours is because the border between the United States and Canada used to take way longer to cross.
Wouldn't
Oh.
you be on Niagara Falls from the US side or the Canadian side?
I mean, I've never been there on the U.S. side.
Wouldn't the US side be in New York?
It'd be in Buffalo.
So New York.
I think New York decided that there's enough distinction that they have their own sports team. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Buffalo.
All this American talk is weird to me.
I don't
I
feel
think
like
I
my
just
move
told Bill.
selection
I
for
think I
Nugget
just told
Bridge was
Bill
great.
no.
It was perfect.
Oh,
What do
we're
you
all
mean?
at Bill, huh? Well, guess what? I walked around and tried to talk to the PC from the back.
A good PC, it has feelings.
Hey Steve, are you playing on keyboard right now?
Talk to. Oh god, the keyboard.
I am, yes.
Do we learn dig or just earthquake?
We do.
Both.
Okay.
We do learn dig.
I was just wondering if this was some sort of Nita ramp. Gets earthquake but no dig.
A weird thing.
I mean, a lot of our backports are that way. Usually we have to choose between one of the two because of stamping tantrum.
Yeah, they usually only learn one. Because basically, if you get earthquake, you usually get dig, but you may not get earthquake, but you get stomping tantrum or something like that. So sometimes just
I don't know about you guys, but Aurora Beam and Waterfall feel terrible to use.
No,
They're okay.
they were okay. I
I
agree.
feel like my move selection was not the smartest this run. I feel rusty.
That's the kind of thing with Dragon Rage. You have to be very conservative with when you use only 10 PP. so it can be kind of hard to figure it out. And I'm poisoned. I'm actually gonna do something kind of cool. I got poisoned off the body slam Nidoran person. I'm not gonna use a Flora Store right away, just in case. Like, I'm worried if I use it, the gentleman's gonna try and burn.
You get burned.
Awkward.
I guess, yeah. Does make sense. Yeah, I think at this point, even at the beginning of the game, I mean, I never thought this Pokemon would have any issue at any point of the game, honestly.
I think the only issue this is having so far is it's constantly gonna have to two-shot things because there's only 10 Dragon Rages.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mega Punch one shot basically everything.
You did grab Mega Punch.
I honestly should have gotten it. Aurora Beam was two-shotting it.
You gotta realize the physical attack on this thing is a monster. Mega Punch was pretty OP.
But I was thinking, like, surely I'll be just fine. Like, because usually Mega Punch is only for the power point, but Aurora Beam is just not killing things like all those Nidoran.
But it has stab.
Yeah, that doesn't make up for 86 special. I think a lot of water types in this game have higher special.
You're already hating my baby and we just started the game? Why do you always hate my Pokemon?
Hey, you gotta start picking things that are actually interesting.
I feel like you're the person who can't pick sides. I feel like everything is your baby.
Everything is my... If I pick this Pokemon, it's my baby automatically, yes. If I chose him, he's my baby. I chose
any of you
this
guys
Pokemon.
gonna teach Thunderbolt?
I did.
I did too, yeah. Just in case.
I don't know when I'm gonna teach it though.
There's no reason not to teach it. What do you want, Dragon Rage?
No, I deleted it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just curious if any of you were going to teach it, or just go all physical.
Yes, and both. Ball Beam
oh my god, this color palette makes Mount Moon... This color palette makes Rock Tunnel so dark.
Ball Beam is a steel Ball Beam after all.
How dare you disable bodies?
Disable bodies. Damn it.
This color palette makes the ladders kind of hard to see.
I love how Slowpoke just has those two teeth, making it look twice as derpy.
Red and green sprites are fun.
I just posted the other day the original Pokemon sounds in the trading card game when they had to came up with them because they had no information about it, and some of them are demonic. Slowpoke actually is a demonic sound. I don't know what the hell were they thinking.
What game are we talking?
It was like one Pokemon trading card game of the original one that was released on PC. I posted the link on Scott's server.
The one where the girl talks to you and teaches you how to play the game. Yeah, I had both versions of that.
That one, yeah.
The one that it came with something defaultly, and you got it. It was a PC game. It was like, oh, okay, there were like 12 challenges or something, and that was like it. It was the whole game.
Yeah, that one. And the sounds.
I that's the voice actor for that game. She really liked her job. She was so happy. That was great. Now have your Machop use Karate Chop or whatever the move was. Like, she's just so bubbly. It's like it's
so happy.
This is a card game. You're really freaking out.
He was so happy all the time. Yeah.
Are any of you guys gonna get Ice Beam?
Sure, why not?
Thought about it.
Why do you guys hate your staff moves?
I'm just
Yeah.
curious
I mean,
what everyone's plan is.
You hate your staff moves, I see.
Well, they should have figured ahead of time, like, hey, what if somebody backports our Pokemon into Gen 1? We gotta make sure
For
it
years.
has special, you know?
did you guys notice that we have fly move?
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's a first. I just flew to pallet. Guess that was
Not on
homesick.
Baxcalibur, right?
Yeah.
No, that would have been cheating. It's
Oh,
fly
yeah.
move, not
Cheating.
fly.
That would
No
have been
cheating.
amazing. Imagine if actually fly was a legit good move for a solo run. Like you need fly coverage for something in this game, and we need to teach fly.
It still hasn't happened.
Yeah, it won't ever happen. At least in Gen 1, maybe in Gen 2. I don't know. But at least in Gen.
The only Pokemon that really benefit from fly, in general, just fly, is stuff that doesn't get drill pad,
Yeah,
like Pidgeot.
I don't know, the active and stuff like that, I guess. But like, yeah. Less than a week for Mega Flygon, Mega Cope. But yeah, there's the Pokemon Direct in the next week.
Good thing I was paying attention. I almost taught Ice Punch over Body Slam. That would have been bad.
It is technically your Body Slam with ice.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Good. I deserve that one.
Oh, I almost did the same thing.
I
All I had to
mean,
do is into existence.
I do believe they will showcase new megas, but maybe not in this
It's
particular
gonna be
stream.
Mega Charizard Z. I know it's gonna be Mega Charizard
And I
Z.
will absolutely be fine with that.
I don't know what you're talking about. You mean Digivolves?
Digivolves. Again?
Well, Steve, just wait. Hey, actually,
What?
just
Oh, God.
imagine if, like in X and Y, that you're forced to use Megas for just one battle only, and other than that, they don't exist. Remember the Lucario?
Oh
the only
my
one you've
god,
ever
that
used.
pissed me off.
The
Why?
Lucario
Why did they
thing.
make it mandatory?
For the same reason they make you mandatory catching the legendaries nowadays, and you cannot progress the story if you don't get it.
Wasn't there also a mandatory battling of like a bunch of Gigantamaxes in that one game?
No.
Sword and Shield.
Well, I mean, the gym leaders do use
No.
Dynamax forms against you, I guess. But other than that,
But I
you're...
don't think
Oh no, never mind.
don't
My memory is of battling them for the rare candy pieces.
Oh yeah, but that's optional.
Yeah, but it wasn't really that optional because it was the best
Mm.
training.
Oh well, yeah, but that's a different thing. I mean, you don't have to, even if it's like the optimal strategy, but you don't have to. In a way, you don't have to do that.
Oh, Ike, I got myself both Walking Wake and Iron yesterday.
The Pokemon that were banned because they were deployed with bugs.
Well, I missed the last few events because, well, the last one I missed because I had no idea there was an event, and the first ones I missed because I hadn't even beaten the game yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was able to get myself Walking Wake, and it took me a few tries online, but I was able to join an Iron Leaves raid, and I was able to get my own.
Pretty good.
Now, if only I can get Iron Boulder and Iron, and then my whole dex will be complete for the DLC. Literally, I just need those two, and I'll have a full living dex of the entire DLC of Scarlet and Violet. Honestly, I'm considering borrowing my brother's Pokemon Violet and just speedrunning it just to catch those things.
Extra power.
It'd take a while, but I'm considering it. Also, you guys might end up beating me today because I accidentally fought an optional Rocket Grunt. I'm sure you'll end up skipping him.
Optional. What? No.
It was an
Crazy.
accident. I was on my way to
dare
get
you.
Swords Dance.
How
You know, like
dare
when you
you.
take the elevator to the 7th floor, if you go straight down, he's like placed in just the right spot.
My overworlding has been real awful. I've been watching you guys way ahead of me this whole time.
Don't
There's a
worry.
reason for run 1. I never watch any because I get distracted.
Like, don't worry. I will probably fight a bunch of optional trainers too. 'Cause that's my
Uh-oh.
style.
And I have to black out. I chose not to save for Rival 5, and I got Sand Attack.
Oh no.
I deserve that.
Somebody in
Santa.
chat commented about Ike. Ike,
Hmm?
isn't Ike the Killer the GOAT at
Am
beating
I-
Scott's thoughts? Yes, yes, he is.
In Emerald, yes.
Is that how they know me now?
This is what he's known for. Yes.
In Emerald, I guess.
Okay, maybe on the Pidgeot, I should just defeat it right away.
Ah, good old Emerald. Whoops.
Oh my. I think I'm attempting this way too.
Too early, I guess.
Because I was thinking if I'm getting Swords Dance right away, may as well do the rival first, but I think he's always coded to use turn 1 attack.
He's coded to be evil with Swords Dance.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. I was so close to actually beating, but the Charizard burned me with Ember, and I couldn't kill it because of that. There we go. No Sand Attack.
Hey, you're still
Oh my god,
crushing me.
this Alakazam is a dick. I was spamming Body Slam, and he disabled Body Slam right before Charizard comes out. What a dick. Because I was forced to use Ice Beam on. Hey, Alex. Oh, Ike, just before I forget, I won't be doing a blue backport next week. I promised Alex I'd do a race with Platinum.
Ah, that's perfect.
Apparently
No
we're doing
worries.
more. Looking forward to it.
Fat Bear thanks Ice Beam well. I mean, I am very, very under level. That's why he's
What
tanking.
fight are you at?
Me?
What fight
Oh
are you
my
at?
god. I got really lucky. I avoided paralysis. Then I got a crit.
I was just
Alright,
doing
who are we
rival
all
fire.
dying at? Who are you dying at?
Rival 5.
Interesting. So that actually makes me feel good. It makes me
got
feel good that all of us have had reset.
No.
I've had 2 resets on him now.
Wait, I didn't.
Of course you didn't.
I didn't have resets.
Oh, you didn't? No.
No, I didn't have a reset.
Didn't you get a reset recently? You said you
No.
lost to something?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you were just trying to make us feel better? Okay.
I didn't have a reset on anything.
Oh, interesting. I was like, speed so far ahead. I just realized you haven't defeated Koga yet. Okay. That makes sense.
I feel like that was a mistake. I feel like do you think Swords Dance is necessary for Koga?
Absolutely not.
Even though his Pokemon are quite defensive?
That's a good question because
That's a good question.
honestly, it's kind of a range for the coughing. I one-shot one of them and I didn't one-shot the other.
Letting you know the Mux does survive Dig.
Well, yes, obviously the muck survives. I'm
muck
talking about the
survives.
coughing.
The mug.
I mean, nothing's really gonna one-shot muck.
Unless it's Psychic. Well, even then.
Yeah, it's still debatable.
Poor Muck.
Oh, Steve, so I just had an idea for something I could add to the ROM. You know the second mandatory trainer before Koga? If you try to, like, go behind him, he's, like, blocking the path. Can't get to Koga from behind him. I was thinking of editing the layout of the gym slightly, so you could access Koga from a different way as well. Because in the
My God.
remakes, there's 2 ways to get to Koga. Thinking it'd be kind of interesting.
That's fine if you want to go through the effort.
It's not hard. I know how to use a map editor.
Whoops, I just put my life split on... I just realized that it's covering part of the items, but well, I will assume I have the items.
Forgot to put on a rappel, and I was just hoping that I just don't encounter anything in the water, but I did encounter a tentacle. Sad.
And cool.
I just encountered a muck. And I did
A
have a
muck?
rappel.
Yeah, but you're
I did have
probably
a rappel
you're
up.
probably under level, I suppose.
Well, I did a Nidorino before in the other place. It happens. This Pokemon's low level.
That's the disadvantage of slow level up Pokemon. In fact, like, even though Mewtwo is pretty much indestructible in Red and Blue, the one disadvantage it has in a solo run is it's going to get encounters in the Safari Zone and the main. Nothing you can do about it.
I mean, there's things Scott can do about it.
There's something Scott can do about it. Nah, not even
Well,
Scott.
Okay, he only
Yeah,
prevents encounters before you can buy
yeah,
repel.
before you can buy
The
repels.
mansion, like in the mansion in Safari Zone, he still
Yeah.
gets.
Yeah, that's valid.
That's like his compromise.
Because I get it, because before that it's RNG, after that it's nothing you can actually technically do about it, so it does make sense.
I actually had a really bad lane. I got burned on turn 1.
Jeez.
Burn one. You see, the real Baxcalibur could never do that. Because he's immune to burning. Exactly.
He's got to learn that he can't just have his modern day comforts
He
in
cannot-
this game. He's got to work for
He
it.
cannot do the cheating ways of the future.
Oh my god. Sabrina's a dick. I was setting up Swords Dance on Kadabra, and she disabled Body Slam.
Unbelievable.
So now I have to use Dig. Can you believe that? Alright, time for Giovanni.
Hmm.
Well, Giovanni was 5 ice beams, even though I got hit by his sand attack.
You use Ice Beam. You said you wouldn't.
I never
Wait,
said that.
I absolutely never
I
said
said
that.
it, I wouldn't pick it up, but when he mentioned it, I was already in the mart.
You hated Ice Beam. You said it was
What's your
no
question,
go.
H?
Sorry, who are you talking to?
I don't know. Somebody in chat said quick question, then didn't ask a question.
Oh,
Why are they hiding from us? They just wanted to look cool.
that is something that slightly annoys me, like a first chatter, like, oh, hi, may I ask a question? Just ask the question.
They never show up again.
Asking, may I ask a question, is the question.
That's a question.
It's like, is somebody just going to say, no, you cannot ask a question?
Exactly.
Oh no. Oh, I just
Hmm.
remembered who he is.
Is it
No, the worm guy.
Yes.
I really don't ever want to know his true name. He's the worm guy.
You know the funny part is he doesn't show up to any other stream, only the ones with Ike. So I think
He-
he's actually an Ike fan.
He's actually my fan, but he never shows up in my streams. He shows up in yours. I think he did show up once in mine, I guess. It's like the
What's
worm.
his question?
Did you know how many worms can?
I'm on the bike moving too quickly to read it.
Hey, can you stop moving on your bike, please?
I-
I just entered Victory Road, and I want to catch up.
According to legend, there are so many worms you can get inside of Excalibur.
I got these stairs.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how many worms do you think you could snag if you run outside and collect some gravel real quick?
Some gravel? Probably
Some
one.
gravel.
Well, I mean, not right now. All the worms are frozen. So probably 0.
I would also say 0, but maybe if you gave me a shovel, I could. I'm too low level for the Pokemon here in the tunnel too.
I really should have considered using them after Rival 6 or something.
I'm 200 XP away from a level up, which really pisses me off.
Defeat something, then. Oh.
My ice machine is exploding right now. It's making really, really loud noises.
I almost dug out.
Yuck.
Have any of you guys ever played the arcade game Dig Dug?
Nope.
Yes, I've gotten all the achievements for it on Xbox 360. All of them but one. One of the achievements really pisses me off. They did it on purpose. They made it like unobtainable.
What is one of the
Dig up all the dirt. All of it.
All of it.
I got so close so many times. It's really, really hard.
Don't those levels have time limits?
No.
Then how is it hard?
Actually, your score goes down each like second you don't finish.
Oh, if I remember
It's
correctly,
not really a time limit. It's more of a no bonus kind of thing.
Oh, if I remember correctly, there sort of is a time limit. Like, I think if you go on for too long and there's like one enemy left, the enemy will go to the top and just run away from you.
Oh, by the way,
Then
he
the
thanked
level
you
ends.
for your answer of 0 worms.
0 worms was the answer.
I'm gonna let all of you know, the hiker actually did do some damage to me. I was spamming body slam and everything, and his Hitmonchan used killer.
Congrats.
I was actually in red health, but then his
Hey,
Machamp just used
31
clear and focus.
31 8 seconds, and I accidentally clicked 1 second later. But okay, 31:08.
Agatha. I think Agatha only really one Swords Dance.
And the in-game time was 2 hours and 4
I just
minutes.
used my first full restore on Lance only because I was hit by poison.
Broken Gen 9 money in a nutshell, pretty much. This thing is a beast.
Ice Beam the Onyx. I wasn't thinking, okay?
Think?
I just assume I use Swords Dance, I spam the physical move. What, you're telling me? I just Gen 1 miss Body Slam.
I
These
think
things happen.
I think I got like 3 Gen 1 misses in this run. No kidding, I think I got like 3. In fact, I actually beat Surge with the Dig invincibility glitch because I got a Gen 1 miss when I was using Dig and then I got paralyzed.
Oh, don't tell Scott that. He'll call you a cheater.
Yeah, Scott would call me a cheater.
Dude! The Aerodactyl hit me with Supersonic because it always outspeeds, and then on the Dragonite, I hit myself, and that was enough to knock me out. 'Cause that's how high
Ooh.
my attack
Yeah,
is.
your attack is super busted.
No, not fire spin.
Not the fire.
32,
spin.
39.
Nice.
I need to turn my ice machine off. It's making very, very loud noises.
I can actually hear that. Okay, Lance is actually somewhat tricky. Maybe a candy before Lance. Was I leveling up during the fight?
I used a candy before the champion.
Well, I don't care about the champion.
Yeah,
and,
it's
like,
about Lance.
Someone suggested I use a rare candy before Lance because I was leveling up during the Lance fight, so I wasn't keeping.
Well, I didn't need the speed boost for Lance either. I just used 3 Swords Dances. It used 3 Dragon Rages, but thanks to having so much HP, it really didn't matter.
Yeah,
Well, the problem is like
Supersonic.
getting the Aerodactyl
Yeah,
out.
he
Yeah,
got
of course the Aerodactyl outsped, but
but
what's the Aerodactyl gonna do to you?
Supersonic and he hit himself in confusion.
Critical hit
Okay, you
takedown,
know
will
what?
hit you with
You're
Hyper
right.
Beam.
Supersonic.
Yeah,
That's how I lost one of the victory. That's how I lost my nearly perfect victory, pal. Is because
Yeah,
Aerodactyl supersonicked and I hit myself
And
with
you-
full sword dance.
yeah. That's the only thing that could happen. But I guess there's really nothing you can do about it. Just pray that he either uses another move or misses. Because I don't think even a Hyper Beam crit would kill you. You are super defensive too.
I got killed with a crit takedown, but then
Oh.
again, I was below half
Oh, well.
health because I was trying to use all 3 swords dances on
Hmm.
Gyarados, but I think you only need to use 2.
Hmm.
Okay, so
be.
interestingly enough, Speed, you had a lower game time than me, despite a higher real time.
What was your
Might have
in-game?
been the reset.
What was your in-game time?
Yeah, you had more resets. That's why my in-game time was 207.
204 in mine.
I'm gonna take a look at.
Yeah,
moves.
but you have superior overworlding.
I didn't
Quite
even
frankly,
use.
I came into this knowing I was going to lose to both of you on both runs, so I'm just happy I beat Speed on the first one.
Oh, I'm not supposed to be good with
What do
good
you mean
Pokemon.
by how? I physically cannot beat somebody who uses a controller in the overworld.
I'm naming my Pokemon, and I'm.
Unless they're either D1 or John or M Tiberius.
Would you say that in the race in the next
in
week?
Austin, that one time he got 3 resets on the champion.
All right, I'll take a look at this thing. Let's.
I don't really think there is many I can do to optimize other than RNG. In my
Did any
case,
of you guys keep Thunderbolt past the 2 Slowpoke trainer?
I did
or the
use-
2 Slowpoke trainers?
I did use Thunderbolt there. Yeah. After that, you don't need it, but I mean.
Yeah, those were the only trainers that kept Thunderbolt for.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, bye bye Thunderbolt.
At that point, basically, I mean, I just removed Dragon Rage because I don't need it anymore. The only question.
interesting-
Steve, did
Oh,
you ever go
did you-
live on Vertical?
Oh yeah, I did, but
I forgot.
Recall.
The vertical stream basically starts after Brock.
They get it later.
Like, did you do Rival 5 or Koga first?
I think I did Koga first.
And did you one-shot both coughings or
No,
one?
you don't one shot, but it doesn't matter. I'm
Okay,
dying.
the second coughing I leveled up to 32 on, and I was able to one-shot that one. But yeah,
I think I'm fine as long as
real
they
unfortunate.
they don't get a self-destruct critical hit or something. I think we're fine in that fight. Maybe I was too lucky. I don't know.
I wasn't really afraid of the self-destruct critical hit. I think the wheezing is guaranteed to use self-destruct.
I mean,
It's not.
it's not.
No,
but
not.
it's
Dude,
not.
We don't resist poison.
Oh,
We're neutral to
right,
poison.
right. I forgot that's the why he does that.
I was gonna say what I think my plan's gonna be starting after the tower. I'm gonna go get Swords Dance immediately, then immediately leave, and then I'll go do Koga, Erica, and then I will do Rival 5 Sabrina, then Blaine.
I mean, I feel like that's good for low resets, less good for efficiency, but you know, it is what it
but
is.
the main problem is though, like I could defeat Rival 5 immediately, but the problem is his Pidgeot outspeeds me, and there's more chance of sand attack.
I can't
problem.
one-shot that Pidgeot even with Ice Beam, so I don't see the problem.
Get Blizzard.
Well, the problem is I need to use 1 or 2 Swords Dances in the fight to make everything a one-shot. I have to do it on the Pidgey. I could use Sanity.
You would have to do that anyways, because Ice Beam still doesn't one-shot it.
This
Yeah,
sand
but
attack.
if I outspeed it, technically, that's one less chance he has of using Sand Attack. See where I'm going?
I mean, technically, whether you outspeed or not is kind of irrelevant if you've beaten Koga first, because you by you using one Sword Stance, you will make yourself outspeed it.
I want to try to at least outspeed it for first.
Yeah, less sand
'cause on the
attack.
first turn,
Well, if you
could use
outspeed,
Sand Attack.
okay, hold on. So if you don't defeat Koga, all right, you use your Sword Stance and then you one-shot it. If you do defeat Koga, you use your Sword Stance and then you one-shot it. Whether you outspeed or not, you make yourself outspeed in one scenario. You don't outspeed and then you out. Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
you're messing up your words.
You're
dude.
getting worried.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing, if I don't beat Koga and the Pidgeot outspeeds, even after a Swords Dance, he'll still outspeed.
yeah.
So-
Okay, gotcha.
That's what I was doing before, because I did Koga after Rival 5, which I think is a mistake. But I just want to go in there and get Dance. Yeah, I should.
The thing is, it was a very good Pokemon, and we're all very happy to use it.
Indeed.
I will have to-
I didn't even bother to check
I
where
like
it was in the leaderboard.
I will have
I
to
like
pick up
using
that one.
anything that starts with Dragon Rage.
I mean, if it starts with Dragon Rage, you're pretty much free early game.
I don't remember exactly what I got, but if it was 32 something, like I remember, it's definitely already top 15.
Yeah, I mean, 30 something should be 30 early should be good, definitely. At least from the ones we have done.
You'd be shocked how many are in that 33 to 35 range.
Yeah.
That is like the land of 1 second matters.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably
everything. Pretty much everything. Spot like it's such a huge like amount. Like, for example, my fastest 33-minute time is 19th place, and my slowest 35-minute time is 41st.
Oof.
So that 2-minute gap is like 25 different.
Yeah, there's a big range there. But the thing is, this Pokemon is like kind of as perfect as can be, almost. Like the early game is one of the fastest because Dragon Rage, and then we get all the good moves and swords. Then it's like, what else can you ask to this Pokemon, honestly?
Better XP group.
Better XP group, I guess. Be medium slow.
With a good physical move that's not tackle.
But it doesn't. I mean, okay, but you get dig pretty early, at least.
Yeah, but you still have to do all of
the Nugget Bridge.
For me, with this thing is for Nugget Bridge, I was constantly two-shotting things with the Roar Beam because I was gonna run out of Dragon Rage.
Yeah,
but I guess Steve had no problem with Mega Punch.
I don't think
next run I'm gonna get
that was a lie.
You never picked Mega Punch, right?
No, I never got Mega Punch.
Why would you lie during the run like that?
I knew it.
Because it sounded believable.
Didn't you get pissed at me one time for doing that?
I did, yeah.
Mega Punch.
I thought you and I came to an agreement. We won't lie if we're asked about it. Like, if I had just if I said I went and got Earthquake but never did, and I said that to get you to do it, you'd be pissed.
At least in my case, I can lie because you cannot rewind my stream, but we can rewind your stream, so you shouldn't lie. We can see your lies.
Hey, Ike, make sure you clean up your Twitch VODs, because
they send me.
Twitch is gonna be deleting your stuff.
Yeah, they send me that bullshit. I mean, I'm fine because I always upload everything to YouTube. Anyway, but it's kind of a dirty move. They are gonna remove a lot of speedrun records and stuff. It's kind of it's kind of lame. Yeah.
There's a lot of speedrunners on Twitch who don't use a YouTube. They just have all their PBs loaded to Twitch videos.
Yeah, they are there.
It's basically the equivalent if YouTube emailed me and said, hey, you're only allowed to have 300 hours worth of videos. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, something like that. It's because when I started streaming, they have already removed that you could not have the videos in your Twitch channel. You could only have 100. But you needed to manually save them because otherwise they get deleted 2 weeks after. So it was like
I didn't realize you could save them.
Yeah,
I knew you could save clips for a really long time.
You could save up to 100 videos, but you need to manually do it after the stream. It was pretty annoying. So that's what I thought. I need to upload this somewhere because some people cannot watch my videos the moment I play the games, and maybe they can watch them months later. And that's why I made a YouTube account for it, because otherwise they would have deleted them.
I think Twitch is probably asking for move to. Because that whole thing of limiting the amount of VODs and uploaded highlights you can have on Twitch to just 100 hours. That's just really restricted.
I can only have 100 hours.
A lot of people with thousands of hours of stuff over that are just up there.
Yeah, I actually deleted a lot of videos that I had there, were past the streams that were on YouTube anyway. But it really pissed me off when I saw it. It was like, why doing this? And
Kiwi, don't even get started with Twitch ads. There have been some times I try to watch a big streamer on Twitch, and I would be watching on the Twitch app, so obviously no ad blocker or anything. And I would literally get ad 1 of 8 30-second unskippable ads.
Oh god,
that's horrible. That's worse than television at that point.
Yeah, it's actually worse. This shit.
Oh, and here's the thing. On Google Chrome, if you watch Twitch and you go to another tab while an ad's playing, it pauses the ad and waits for you to come back.
It
happens with Ike Stream all the time. I'd have Ike Stream on, I switch to another tab, I go back to watch Ike Stream, and there's still an ad.
Bethos wants his money, I guess. For all those ads.
The one thing I would really like you to do is add some sort of channel points to live stream, kind of like what Twitch has. I think if YouTube adds that, it'll just be better in almost every way.
Hmm.
I used to like how before I used to use regular OBS, I used to use Streamlabs OBS, and Streamlabs OBS has one of those built in. Like it has a bot, and then the bot will
Oh.
keep track of the points. And it was before Twitch even had it.
Hmm.
Well,
I guess
we've been chatting long.
anytime you guys want. I mean, we can keep talking when we're playing. It's fine.
All
right.
I have Steve. Oh, Steve, you're like 6-4. Good job. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh
Name yourself guest.
no! I won the last race. You cannot have power over me. What do you guys think is gonna be Scott race?
It's gonna be something in yellow.
Yeah.
It's
If I
been
could take
so long since that's been announced.
With
It's gonna be announced. It's
Yeah.
gonna be announced March 1st. The
Mm.
date was revealed.
next week, yeah, and we have 2 weeks to play it basically. So it's
Yeah,
a
2 weeks is nice. Like
Yeah,
I was
it's
really
fine.
upset for Miracle. He only gave the week.
yeah for the
So I
Smir-
only have I only had enough time for one.
the
But
Smirgle
I'm
was
proud of
too-
it. I
Hmm.
hold the record. I held the record for the fastest all specials
Hmm.
because my plan was to actually get Amnesia off of something.
like
Use,
the
like, Bubble Beam, and Thundershock, Confusion, just easy moves.
at first. Like the Parasect was too much time. The Smirgle was too little.
The P-word stream, the P-word race was too.
The Parasect was insane. It was like a month, I think.
No, not that P-word. The other P.
Not that P word.
You know the one.
Not the
But yeah,
wild
I'm
one.
actually hoping it's not a back.
Hmm.
I really would like to do a Pokemon that's actually in the game.
That exists.
What the
Hmm.
heck? 2 streams in a row, I've gotten 2 encounters in the forest.
The forest
That
is
one's on me.
the forest is
Uh,
cursed.
In my first run, I had 2 encounters in the forest. This run, I had 0.
I got a lot of them in both.
I got a
Those-
sub 2-minute Brock.
Those stupid bugs love me, I guess. Then again,
Alright, I've got
at this time I went to the correct mart, so the one that you guys don't go.
Wait, which part?
Pineapples.
I go to Iridium Mart. I know you guys go to
That's
Brock Mart.
insane.
Yeah, you go to Brock Mart. I go to Iridium Mart. It boosts the economy. That town is deserted.
Oh my god.
Nobody there.
That is the first time I've ever did that.
What happened?
Oh my. I'm gonna start my run over.
What happened?
What happened is I fought the Rattata Nidoran girl on top of the bug catcher to save time. And then I went back and reloaded the route. I tried to go down to go around her to the bug catcher. I went down too far and fought the Spearow person.
The Spearow kid.
That is the first time I've ever done that. I know, Annie. I forgot the vertical again.
Wow.
Oh well.
Try-
Yeah, I'm starting over.
Trying to catch the Pidgey, I got a critical hit on one, killed it, and got a critical hit on a second one too. It's like what?
I'm just letting you know. Even tackle kills those things.
But
Even if it's not a crit,
if
don't
it's-
even try it.
If it's not a crit, they should leave.
Hey, Annie.
Stupid Subats. Leave me
Yeah.
alone.
I tend to forget the vertical stream whenever we're doing these races. I'm just trying to get everything ready last minute. I just forget.
I hate these Subats.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You can close it, Annie. I'm not gonna start. If I forget to start the vertical, I'll just delete them.
I'm at 7 encounters already. I haven't even gotten to the Mega Punch yet.
Are you picking it up this time or are you lying?
I'm still not picking up how that was just a like a location. Like that's where I am.
The location.
All right, I'm at
I'm watching his stream, and I can confirm he did not get it.
He did not get it.
10 encounters, 11 encounters. This is insane.
Not a single Paras for me either.
That's the other thing.
remember-
I'm 13 encounters deep, which is already above average, and I haven't gotten a Paris yet.
Not a Paras.
You know what's interesting? I remember during the Parasect race when Van Man was grinding that out for so long. He would just reset if he got more than like 6 encounters in Mount Moon or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that
I
was
remember
him
he
being
would do,
very
like-
stupid.
He was doing like 4-hour streams, and he only got to Cerulean like twice because he was doing so many resets, trying to get the run to be perfect.
that was too crazy, honestly.
There are so many things that can go wrong after Cerulean that it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Well, if I remember correctly, Parasect is hard until Rival 2, and then it's
Yeah.
not hard again till Blind.
The Rival to Misty section is the terrible one. After that, you are fine until Blaine, basically, and Blaine
See,
and
I had
Sabrina. Yeah,
16 wild encounters, no Paris, and now I'm looking for Sandshrew. Now am I allowed to start over?
What is it you told me?
oh my
You can
god.
do whatever you want.
Like, it's
I just
fun.
started over because I literally did a screw up I've never done before. Like, imagine trying to dodge the Rattata Nidoran girl. You go down too far and fight Spearow Kid.
These
No
are
one ever
controller
fights Spearow.
problems.
Well, here's the thing. I've done hundreds of blue runs. Never once have I done them. Like, go straight down to Spearow Kid by accident.
That
That's
never
never
But it's a
happened before.
risk. It's a risk that's always there.
So it took 500 runs to get that one mistake in. Okay, good to
You know how many times I've accidentally left Victory Road? The risk is low, but it's always there.
The risk is low,
think
but never zero.
No, Steve, I've dug out of Victory Road more often than I've done that.
The risk is low, but never zero.
I don't see a
Just
difference
ran
between that
fast.
and accidentally jumping over the fence after the rival battle.
I mean,
see no
jumping over the
difference.
fence, I do like every other run.
I see no difference.
Well, the difference is, like, I do that every other run, and it doesn't. Okay, here's the
Whether
difference.
whether it's
Here's the difference.
that fence or the other fence, I see no difference.
Steve, here's the difference. There's no trainer down.
I just want the record to know that I had almost double the amount of wild encounters that I should have, and I'm still completing this run.
Hey, Steve, I just found 2 Paris so far.
I hate you.
3 Paris.
I got the stupid surgery this time.
How many Paris am I gonna find this stream?
Ike is literally 6 trainers in front of me.
4 Paris. I think I know why Steve isn't getting Paris. They're all in my game.
They're all in your game.
Maybe I modified Steve's specific ROM to have 0% Paris and mine 50.
I didn't get
Just
a
a
Paris
risk.
last run either. This is a possibility. I'm thinking there might be a conspiracy.
You took them all. You took them all.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if a one time, just like a one time thing, you've already made Ike's and you've already made mine, or sorry, you made yours and made my Ike's, and then you go in and you lower the chance of Pidgey, Spearow, Paris, and Sandshrew. You just lower all of them.
There's this specific line of code.
Not 0. No, that's the best
somehow-
part. It's a table. It's a table. All he has to do is move it down one slot. It becomes like 5% harder.
Just move them around. Imagine.
And he now knows where it is.
Oh god. I tried to use a Pokeball on the rock.
I just Gen
catch
1
the-
missed.
He was a bad guy. I had to use a Pokeball on him. Oh my god. The funny thing is that
Oh my god.
I hit myself 3 times in confusion after, but I guess I'll be fine.
I'm not sure if I've ever Gen 1 missed a Dragon Rage before.
How do you remember stuff like that specifically? Like, have
That-
you ever Gen 1
I don't know.
missed a
It just feels pretty accurate to me. Oh
That-
yeah, many times.
that specific attack.
Oh,
Well,
you
the reason
remember
why
that.
is Dragon Rage is a rare move, so you don't. There's not like a lot of opportunities to use it. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I'm
Yeah, I
just
get
using Aurora Beam on stuff that has more than 40 HP.
Stuff at
I was
this
so
point.
blinded by rage earlier, I didn't even pay attention to that at
Oh,
all.
that's actually interesting. I shouldn't have done that, but it doesn't matter.
You should probably make yourself another emote. For I shouldn't have done that. Make it a
I
Haggard
shouldn't
one.
have done that. That's
I
an
think I
emote.
need more YouTube members, more emote slots. Unless I get rid of one of my other ones.
I shouldn't have done that.
Steve, you need to fix your emotes. They're all magic. They don't really fit in.
I don't use Twitch.
Okay.
No, your YouTube emotes, the member one.
Oh my god, I forgot those even existed.
Let's see what
Didn't you
exists.
see me spam those in your chat from time?
I forget about their existence.
And I always need to make new emotes, but I have no ideas or what to do them.
I get why Scott disables wild encounters. It's because Scott doesn't like Pokemon the way it's supposed to be played, with a lot of RNG and
With
stuff
RNG.
to rip your hair out.
Yeah, how is he supposed to know how like I don't know, like a 7 wild encounter Mount Moon feels if he's never gotten the the 20 encounter Mount Moon?
The true Pokemon experience needs to be as painful
I
as
got
possible.
like a 16 encounter Mount Moon today. That's wildly above average.
Like the true Pokemon experience.
Honestly, if you get like I feel like I should like the grass with the Sandshrew, that should count as my Mount Moon encounters, so they're basically the same thing.
Right?
So I'm at like a 20 encounter Mount Moon today.
You know what's interesting? I remember this one time I had like 3 or 4 Mount Moon encounters, but I had no Paris, so it took me 10 tries to find Sandshrew. So
Oh,
it
God.
effectively evened out.
Oh yeah, been there.
That sounds painful. Honestly, that sounds painful. It's fine. So it's the thing minimum battles, basically. Well, I mean, not really because we big body slam and stuff, but I still consider that minimum battles. Minimum battles to me means you don't need to train for a specific trainer or something.
Minimum battles to me is no optional trainers. However, I consider trainers in front of rare candies not optional.
Yeah, those are fine.
Well, Steve,
We should have
what
a
about
forklift.
fighting wild? What about fighting wild Geodude in Mount Moon if you have Bubble Beam?
Okay.
I don't consider optional. That's the same as running. I don't consider that optional either.
Honestly, they
Fighting
take
them-
just about as much time.
Fighting them and running is the same. If it's a one shot. Like for instance, earlier today I fought a Caterpie. It was a 2-shot. That was not an optional wild encounter.
Okay.
Or sorry, that became an optional wild encounter.
Okay, if you were gonna 2-shot the Caterpie, you should have just at that point.
I didn't know I was gonna 2-shot it. Nobody expects Aurora Beam with stab to 2-shot.
Caterpie, have you seen our special stat?
I mean,
It's
86,
not bad.
86 is
Yeah,
not
but you
that
gotta
bad
remember we're level 5.
for Gen 1 standards. For Gen 1 standards, is not that bad, I guess.
Wild Geodude are seldom trainers. Yep.
That was very funny.
The part about peeing on.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, keep using those X Surge.
EX speed. He needs to be faster than you. That's what saved him in the war. You should know.
He has different goals in mind other than winning.
It's just about teaching a message.
you've heard I want to be the very best like no one ever was, but Surge's I want to be the fastest like no one ever was.
Sonic speed.
Yeah.
He's a fan of Sonic, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to go fast.
He's gotta go fast.
Oh, funny thing. Hold on. Funny thing about Sonic. Ike, have you ever played Majora's Mask?
Yes.
You know about the dog race?
The dog race, yes.
One of the dogs is it's a blue dog and
Oh, God.
pretty much always programmed to lose. It's got like a 1 in 10,000 chance of ever winning. And someone did a whole bunch of RNG manipulation and passing and stuff, and he ended up finding a seed where the blue dog wins.
Always Sonic.
And he got it on video. And the official Sonic the Hedgehog account replied saying, "It's nice to see another blue speedster." It was the official Sonic account
The
on
official
that video.
The official Sonic account has always embraced memes. I really wish main Nintendo would do something like that.
They'd be too busy suing
Yeah.
people for using Pikachu on Facebook.
Like it's kind of funny because like Sonic is kind of terrible in Japan. Like nobody likes Sonic in Japan, but because Sega America basically is the one that really knows what people want and
Wait,
stuff.
whoa. Do you actually know anybody who's a Sonic fan?
Yes.
Interesting. I never knew any.
No. Sonic is kind of
never
popular
really-
here. Yeah.
I only ever rarely played some Sonic games. I think the one I played the most was I don't know. My brother had this DS game. It was like a
Mhm.
Sonic like vintage collection. It was like all the old games on a DS
Yeah,
cart.
I think I know
Played
which
that a
one.
lot.
Hmm.
Oh, interesting. Now that you bring that up, my GameCube came out with the Sonic Mega Pack, like 7 Sonic games.
Yeah, that
We
one.
put it in, and it was our only GameCube game. It was the only game that we had. We were forced to play it. We decided to not play it. And we played it like we put in one Sonic game. We're like, what is this? And then we stopped playing it, and we didn't play another game until we got Mario Party 7.
We play Nintendo games in this house. You are not welcome here, Blue Hedgehog.
That's not a Nintendo game. That's a Sega game.
Exactly, that's why. We don't play Sega games here. Because they do what Nintendo don't. But yeah, no, I mean I guess Sonic is fine. I'm like not a super mega big fan, but I like the games, I like the movies, I like stuff.
And Rayon, I
mean,
usually
I
give
have-
games tries, but
Mm.
there's something about the fast format that I'm just not a big fan of.
Hmm.
And I
One
gave games
thing-
lots of tries. My first ever Game Boy game was I can't remember. What it was, Casper the Friendly Ghost. I didn't understand a single thing. I didn't understand anything that the game said, and I still gave it so many tries.
Pretty much.
And then my
Andrea.
second ever game was Mega Man. Who buys Mega Man as their second ever game?
At least Mega Man is somewhat considered Nintendo related, but
Mega Man was torture.
yeah, I mean it's a hard game.
I never even knew Mega Man was a series until Smash Bros.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's actually big. No, I did. Usually people know about the games but haven't played the games. It's like Metroid. Everybody knows Samus, but not many people have played Metroid games, which is like funny.
Agreed.
But like everybody knows who Samus is. They just haven't played the games.
I mean, I'm not really a fan of first-person shooters.
But Samus is not a first person. Most of the games, only the Prime games. The other.
Rayon, my third ever game was Pokemon Red,
Oh,
but it had a
God.
dead battery.
That's
Played it
not good.
hundreds and hundreds of times, all the way to my batteries ran out. This was before the Game Boy SP came out, and you could charge it forever. So I played it until the batteries ran out, and that was it.
Yes.
Oh god.
Yes, Alex. I live under a rock because I never heard of Mega Man.
Mega
until
Man.
Smash Bros.
No, you should consider yourself lucky for never playing Mega Man. It was torture.
No, I mean, the original Mega Mans are pretty annoying because like they're old games. They're those kinds of games that have this artificial difficulty based on you are gonna die 20 times until you know how this game works, basically.
That's the thing.
The only game series I ever played were well, as a kid, it was Pokemon, Zelda, Mario,
Yeah,
Kirby, Smash Bros,
classic.
and that was pretty much it. But I consider my top three to just be Pokemon, Zelda, then Kirby. I don't really like Mario as much.
For example,
Mega Man for Can you
I think
imagine
Kirby is just
playing
a better
Mega Man
platformer.
I
at
was
the
gonna
age
say.
of under 10?
I mean, in Latin America, many people did. That's why they are big fans of Mega Man there. It used to be
No,
the game for
no.
kids. Yeah.
I play that game over and over and over, and I feel like I remember only fighting one, maybe two bosses.
I like Mega Man X and Mega Man Zero games, but the original Mega Man games, I'm not very fan of them. But the X ones and the Zero ones, I'm pretty big fan. I like them. They're fine.
Well, I got my first reset against Drowsy Hypno guy. I got the 10% confusion.
But I don't know. For example, Kirby is one game, for example, that I only knew because of Smash, and then I played their games. But I mainly knew it because he appeared in Smash Bros. Because I think Kirby wasn't really a big thing here in Europe, at least. There was no marketing, no anything. Many Nintendo games actually never got any kind of marketing, honestly.
The
But
only
still.
2 Kirby games I played, we didn't have Kirby on the 64. We never owned any Kirby Wii games. The only Kirby games I ever owned were on the DS. They were Superstar Ultra
That's a
and
good
Smash
one.
Kirby Smash It. Those are the only 2 Kirby games I played, and I enjoyed those games so much.
Like the Superstar Ultra I played for the first time a few years ago on stream, and I really like it. It was pretty good.
Yeah. So I think Superstar Ultra is probably the best Kirby game ever made. Honestly, it was a remake of Superstar, which I think Superstar was an incredibly good game. Like, it introduced a lot of the power-ups that most Kirby games have now.
Like, I think it's the kind of game if I had played as a kid, I would have loved so much. Because I did as an adult. So I assume as a kid it would have been the same.
Yeah, Kirby Smash Attack wasn't as good because Kirby doesn't really have power-ups. Kirby's power-up is just duplicating more of himself, and then you can just have 7 or 8 Kirbys just pound one guy.
What?
And it was just so funny.
Yeah.
Like, you can... The whole point of the game is, like, basically some bad guy comes to the planet Popstar and he splits Kirby up into 1/10 of his power. So he has to gather up 10 Kirbys, and then can use the 10 Kirbys to take on bosses, and all they do is, like, they huddle up around the boss and just start beating them with their hand. And it's like 10 Kirby's, so they go down. It's really funny.
Super Kirby.
But yeah, right now I'm playing Return to Dreamland, the remaster for the Switch. And I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really good.
I'm going...
Plus, on one of my casual streams, I plan to play Forgotten Lands, because I've never played it. Kirby can destroy galaxy. Yeah, Kirby's an absolute beast. People don't talk about that.
The magic about Kirby and his final bosses being Heldrick abominations.
Unbelievable. I got burned again by the Charizard.
That could destroy everything.
Ember.
I've never played Dragon Quest.
I plan to play them for the first time this year. It's the only big Square Enix game I haven't touched yet. I plan to give them a try this year. I have a friend who's a big fan of them and really likes them.
First try. I first tried the rival.
Dragon Quest.
This Pidgeot was pretty bad. It used Whirlwind, then Once.
You're having one really good run. Should have been tainted by that Spearow.
That Spearow.
Hey, it was like 2.5 minutes in. Okay, I'm doing it.
I'm changing this and not for the good part. I hope it doesn't backfire me in a way.
Oh, there's a local what would you call it? It's like a giant store. It's filled with like old, new and vintage games, books, movies, cards. Like, it's a giant entertainment store.
Yeah,
that's what it was called. They have one of my favorite parts of that store is by the video games. They have a glass case with all the expensive and rare games that they don't want. There'd be like all the like Pokemon games and stuff. I actually found the Kirby 20th Anniversary Edition for the Wii. It was like $6, and I bought it. It came with like the disc, a CD, and like a bunch of manuals, the artwork books, and the disc has like the first 6 Kirby games on it playable, so you could like put in the one game disc to your Wii and just play the first 6 Kirby games.
You still have a Wii?
Sold the Wii.
I still have my original black Wii from kid.
Now that you point it out, I think I might still have my Wii too.
It's a black non-game model though.
Wait, they made Wii's that were in other colors other than white?
Yeah.
Yeah, after the GameCube white Wii, they re-released a Wii that's meant to like lay flat down, kind of like a DVD player. It's all black, and they got rid of GameCube port on it. That's the Wii I had.
There were some special editions.
My Wii has, my Wii has the 4, GameCube controller slots. Are you kidding me? I got 10.
Model.
Yeah,
I believe the Wii that we got, it was bundled with Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I believe that came out in 2000. The model Wii that we had. So yeah, it never had GameCube port. Honestly, if we ended up getting the Wii that did,
Super Mario Bros. Wii came out on Wii, not Wii U.
Super Mario Bros. Wii came out on Wii. I mean, yes.
The only Super Mario Bros. Wii I can remember is the one where the one person on the Wii U controller can like place stuff everywhere.
It was like, yes.
That's Mario Maker, you dumb.
Mario Maker.
No. Can place the things you jump on.
Ah, yeah, I think that was a thing in the Wii. Is that the one you can play as a Toad as well? I think I'm 4 players.
Mario Maker, you can't have intervention after it started. You can't intervene if you're on the big controller.
I'm like when Mario Maker came out, everybody was waiting for a Zelda Maker or something, and it never happened.
Oh man.
Everybody wanted it.
Mario Maker.
Made that. They sort of had one of those for the Link's Awakening remake, but no one ever played it.
Everybody wanted.
I think I uploaded like 5 games to the Mario Maker like online.
Everybody wanted
a lot of
Zelda Maker.
I really liked the courses I made. They were courses where you really shouldn't stop moving.
But no, the Mario game we had on the Wii called New Super Mario Bros. Wii. That game was the GOAT.
Yeah. See, for example, I've never been. I love platformers, but I've never been a pretty big fan of Mario games in general. Only Yoshi's Island and a few more like that. But like not many Mario games. It's kind of funny.
I just prefer the Kirby games for platformers, just because Kirby's got way more power-ups than Mario does.
I mean, now that you point that out, I guess I'm not a big Mario fan either, but I'm a fan of the party Mario games.
Yeah, Mario Party is fine.
Mario Party
really
and Mario Kart, those are like the only 2 I buy.
Mario Kart,
I didn't buy it, but the new Mario game.
Kart games I always played were actually the number 1 Mario Kart we played was the one on Nintendo 64, and then second place was Mario Kart D.
My case was the Double Dash in the Cube, is the one I played the most.
Oh man, I like 100% in Mario Kart Double Dash. The only one that I didn't 100% was the 16 full course backward.
I really like that one.
Unfortunately, they made it so 2 characters were automatically very, very hard. And unfortunately, if you slipped up even one time, you could not come back.
Yeah, you die basically. You need to start over.
But I 100%ed every single thing that you could in Double Dash.
It was just very
including
fun.
The full forward 16. The problem was there were like 2 really, really hard backward spots on Double Dash backward.
Which
I'm looking at the time that Steve's fighting Giovanni. I'm ahead of him by like
3 minutes.
Congratulations. I have 2 resets. Good job. What are you looking for?
Some praise.
Some praise for restarting?
Some self-satisfaction.
Yeah.
Some self-satisfaction.
Steve, you literally one time restarted a first playthrough. I don't want to hear it.
If something goes horrifically wrong, there's a difference between horrifically wrong and accidentally battling one optional trainer.
Steve, fighting one optional trainer with something as good as this is a catastrophe. Like, that's worthy of a restart.
A catastrophe.
Like, Steve, if you fought an optional trainer when playing with Mewtwo, would you have started over? If
this
you were
isn't
playing Mewtwo?
He's thinking about it.
Well, this thing gets early game drag race.
This isn't Mewtwo. This isn't even a little bit close to Mewtwo. This thing actually has a lot of hard battles.
What? No, it doesn't.
They're all rival battles, but none of them are particular. I mean, everything after Rival 5 is not particularly easy.
I got one reset on Rival 6.
I'm on Rival 6.
It's like I wouldn't say this thing has
Congrats.
hard battles,
Congrats,
but
man. I'm so
I
proud of
just
you.
got crit by the Alakazam. Okay.
Would you be mad if I told you it was the Alakazam that crit me?
I've
Yeah,
been
Alakazam.
10% confused multiple times this run, and it's really, really annoying me.
Okay, I got another reset on the rival. I just Gen 1 missed an Ice Beam.
I did something different. I don't know what I did different, but I'm in a different level and stuff. I did something different. I just hope it doesn't do anything.
I actually think I have no chance of beating my first run. That's how bad this one's going.
I may have to get the Victory Road. We'll see.
I just hope I'm fine anyway.
It is what it is. Some runs, these just happen.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for the praise I've been asking for.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, I should do something
Alex,
different.
we don't reward behavior such as that.
What?
I understand that I have done it before.
I'm afraid to
but
ask.
I have not done it to the amount Speed has.
Like I'm
Hey, I
afraid.
don't want to hear it. You're the one who set the
I've
standard.
done it like you can count it on one hand. You've done it just a little bit more than one hand.
Oh god.
Hey, unless you want to agree right now that start overs are banned, which I know you're not going to agree to that.
Yeah, but you did. It was. I don't remember the reason I started over on the one run, but I remember it was astronomically bad luck. You fought a Spearow trainer. I don't want to hear it.
30-54. I got a little faster actually than the original one.
So that's the time I need to beat. Okay.
30-54. Yeah, playtime 2 hours and 3 minutes.
That's a faster game time than my first run.
I think I finished at 32-50 something or whatever the first run. I'm gonna be starting Lorelei real close to that.
I did something different in this one because I was one level lower than the older one, but I guess it's fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Hey, Ike, what was your time?
30-54.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna beat that. Even if I first try the whole league, I'm not beating that. All right, I've got one rare candy left. I'm going to save it for land. Because I need to avoid a level up. So that way I can still outspeed the Aerodactyl. Because that thing gave me like 3 resets last time.
At Machamp sprite, it looks like it's laughing at me.
Did you actually use Body Slam on the Hitmonchan?
Oh, I use Ice Beam like a smart person.
I did use Body Slam.
That would be smart.
I only use Ice Beam on the
Ice
on
Beam
the Onyx.
one-shots all of them but Machamp.
On the Onyxes,
in the first run I was playing kind of dumb. I used Swords Dance on the Onyx, spammed Body Slam, everything. That was just bad. Right. Just one Swords Dance. Agatha. I was using Dig on her Gengar and she switched out.
The Golbat switch.
Dang, Rayon, you must have been using some bad batteries. He said his also had dead battery, and he couldn't make it to the third gym. I usually got to the point of evolving my starter when my batteries died, which was slightly after. Like, there's a reason why I think Rock Tunnel is the halfway point of the game, because that's where the batteries usually die.
The batteries die at Rock Tunnel.
Okay. I got a reset on Agatha from hitting myself in confusion many times.
Okay, so that's the difference. In my Agatha fight, I outsped and one-shot all her Pokemon.
Come on, Agatha. Stop destroying me.
So the only risk is a Gen 1 miss, in my case.
Thank you for
Okay.
switching to your Gengar. I appreciate it. Yep, Agatha Lottery. Not much you can do about her. Alright, one rare candy. This should prevent the level up.
Candy.
Really, that Dragonair lived, huh?
Of course.
Of course they live. Always.
34-24.
Yeah, Ike won this. I'm gonna get set.
I was not expecting that. I'm usually not good with good Pokemon. I'm supposed to be good with bad Pokemon.
I'm good with bad Pokemon.
Yeah, it's because Steve normally trains it against everybody. With good Pokemon, he skips too much training.
Yeah. I think I only did one optional battle outside of the mandatory ones for items. I didn't even
My
fight.
game,
I didn't even fight Psych in this one actually.
my game time was only 1 minute over what it was last time.
31-49.
The only optional trainer I fought was the biker boss.
Okay, I'm actually really proud of this. Sub 2 hour game time.
Sub 2 hours.
158 game.
Oh god.
158 game time. That is impressive.
Yeah. You used candies earlier. I get because
I still got 2 resets on the rival because of it, but I decided to use my candy before the rival, all except just because the rival 6 is annoying at level 40. You need to use some rare.
I used all the candies except one before Agatha, and then the last one before the rival. Define the champion.
Level 54.
Yeah, 54. I ended up 57, and in my previous run it was 58. So I guess it's using the candies earlier in your case.
Well, it's always nice when I have a first try on my leaderboard.
Okay.
It tells you the Pokemon is not consistent.
Hey, Baxcalibur got top 15 for me. It was
Yay.
it was 4 seconds away from beating Delphox. I mean, that's
Mine
impressive.
also
to be
got
able to
top
beat
15.
Delphox. Oh yeah, it was behind Dialga Gear, but it did better than Ho-Oh and. I mean, Zekrom, if I remember correctly, also started with early Dragon Rage, but I remember with it wasn't really a problem with Zekrom, but I remember with Reshiram specifically, Reshiram has a super bad time with because of it just spamming Dragon Rage. But at least Zekrom had Thunderbolt.
You can have Fire Blast, but
It's been a while since I've had a run top 15. But yeah, this thing felt really good to play, but I think the one issue that I've had with this Pokemon is I had to like really pay attention to the kind of HP the opponent had until I got
dig.
because the problem is you don't want to use all your Dragon Rages, but Aurora Beam doesn't one-shot much anything.
Yeah.
And I almost had a death on Nugget Bridge because I missed Aurora Beam something, one of the Pokemon, and I got hit and I won at 180, so it was really close. Minute 42 second improvement.
Good shit.
All right, I'm gonna definitely.
That's a major typo. I saw my order of the rankings, and one of them was like, that's, so I put like 3229, but I put it after some of the ones with higher times. I'm like, oh, that's a typo. So I just looked up the typo, and it was a 30-second typo.
He's not supposed to be this good.
Oh, but that means this Pokemon that we just played gets to move up one spot.
Okay, I'm gonna exit the call for a few minutes and then I will go in.
All right.
A classic. Ay, bien. Este es un concurso para niños. Good shit. Good Stroll. Now I even feel bad for not using Stroll. I mean, I did use him. It's just that Basilio was miles better. Basilio is too much Basilio. He was a nice guy. I like him in the game as well. Actually, super popular in Japan, if I remember correctly. But like, yeah. So the next Pokemon is supposed to be based on Hulkenberg. Maybe you can guess which one it's gonna be. I will ask them now for the next one. And if it will be in 2 weeks, it's fine. I have time to rest. I'm thinking about doing some Pokemon Emerald runs now after this one, after a few break. Somebody asked me to do Tyranitar in Pokemon Emerald. I might just stream it right now after a few break. And maybe some other Pokemon if there's still time. It's been some weeks since I played Emerald. I think it'll be fine. An Octillery. The monster of the sea. I mean, I guess it's fine. If I have time, I can definitely pull that one. So I will be taking a short break right now, and I will stream in a few minutes. Like, give me, I don't know, 15 minutes, something like that. I will start another stream. Thank you so much. Hope you like this one. And well, of course, my regular streams are still Parasite Eve, which I'm really enjoying as well. I think the plot is very interesting. And such a nice retro game. Looking forward to see how it ends. So, thank you very much. Bye-bye. See you soon.